Okay, so here, wait. So here we are again with EU. Um, we were having a downtrend here, and then we started reversing to the upside here. But after this move, and seeing that there's nothing to the left, okay, because here we have nothing, the round liquidity maybe it's here. I expected a continuation to the downside, just a liquidity take here. So today we broke the structure, which was rival liquidity on H1. Yeah, I was expecting this liquidity to be taken, but on M5 we had rival liquidity too, so it looks like it's the only liquidity that it needs to continue lower. Okay, so first of all, this morning I was looking for a buy to take this relevant liquidity here, because we had this relevant liquidity on H1, and well, I want to understand how can I find an entry here, but it's so difficult because yeah, I would need a break of structure, and I had it here, but I didn't enter here because I was expecting like I would like to enter here, but I didn't because we had this liquidity here, well, this POI, okay, and it didn't take relevant liquidity, so nothing to trade here. And if I want, maybe with this candle, I don't know, I'm just theorizing, but why would I enter here? Okay, the breakout structure is here, so the liquidity is here or here. Yeah, there's nothing really relevant here. Maybe we have this breakdown, relevant liquidity here, we took that, and then it took this low that I don't know why it's relevant, so yeah, really nothing. Then we had a breakdown, which I was expecting or a continuation to take this relevant liquidity, or taking this relevant liquidity on H1, but it finally took the relevant liquidity on M5 with this inducement. And usually this pattern means buys, and we had the breakout structure, but we took this liquidity to the left too, so I didn't look for buys here. I couldn't because I was going to my work here, but we had like this trade. I like this trade really. I wouldn't enter, but it's a good trade if you don't look at this liquidity. At least to take this, which was this is the liquidity. Let me see on M5. Yeah, on M5 maybe this is the liquidity on M5, but it's not really clear. So yeah, and then we had this down SMT with breakout structure. This is a huge SMT. Okay, this is a huge SMT with this breakout structure that it's inducing buyers, and then the breakout structure to the downside again. Okay, so nothing to trade here. I had no trades today. Okay, I'm gonna explain only one that I took, but I closed at break even, more or less. USD CAD, and you would say why USD CAD? Well, I just want to trade 3 every day, like Euro USD, which is pretty sure that I want to trade this one. Variable and Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq. Yeah, I don't really trade Nasdaq, but because the entries are so difficult, for me at least right now. But I want to trade the best pair possible for me. So today was USD CAD. As you can see, we had this relevant liquidity on H1 taken, move up, and for me this was kind of SMT really. I'm not sure yet, but it looks like so. As you can see, USD-CHF, we had this liquidity here to the left, but it was nothing, so I could expect a continuation. I even analyzed this. I was looking for a continuation, but I waited for this to be taken, and it never took that. So I didn't look for a continuation, and then it continued going lower, so my analysis was correct. I don't know if it's going to reverse, but I don't think so, because the relevant liquidity is here or here, not here. But well, USD-JPY, nothing really, nothing, so I don't trade that. I see this downtrend here, but nothing really. And then, yeah, USD-JPY and GBP-USD, I analyzed that too. Relevant liquidity in H1 here and here. After this move down, I expected a continuation to the downside. After taking some liquidity to the left, but the relevant liquidity is here. And it never took that, and it didn't took that either. So the one that I liked the most, it was USD CAD, okay? As you can see, on H1, we had this that I think that it's an SMT, but I'm not sure yet. We didn't take the relevant liquidity, which for me is here or here. So yeah, we can expect a continuation to the upside. Here relevant liquidity, relevant liquidity here on M5, which is the one that broke this structure, and even we had relevant liquidity here, as you can see, which was the one that broke this high. So two relevant liquidities, and yeah, I was looking for buys. Yeah, here I was looking for buys to take this liquidity, but as you can see, it went up. I was expecting this low to be taken and coming here, but never did that. And yeah, and then we had this some sort of accumulation here. As you can see here, the trend line, it worked perfectly, but I don't trade trend lines like that. I don't understand them right now. Yeah, here we had a breakdown, but I didn't look for sells for what I explained. Yeah, I was expecting a continuation to the upside. It was out of timing anyways, and here we had break up too, and a breakdown here, and well, yeah, just continuation, and then it reacted probably for the SMT, okay. And finally Nasdaq, I think here I took the trade, I don't remember. Yeah, okay. Nasdaq, we are having an uptrend here, and after this break up with all these weeks, I was expecting this to be taken, okay, and probably we could reverse right after that. So this is the running video H1 probably, and here it is. Okay, so the movement was perfect as I thought. Fuck with M15. As I thought, it worked perfectly, but I couldn't trade that. Okay, so after I was looking for buys really here, then I understood that this breakout structure is not clear really, so I expected this relevant liquidity to be taken, but it reacted, so nothing to look at. And then we had this relevant liquidity on M5 taken to the left here, and I opened a buy here. Like this was kind of break of structure, but nothing like this. As you can see here, I have my explanation. I closed the trade break even because we have a clear relevant liquidity in H1, which is this low. No clear break of structure, which was here, but it's not really clear. No relevant liquidity on H1 taken because we didn't have it. We have weeks on the relevant liquidity on M5 break, so this is not like buyers are still in, and I didn't feel comfortable, so I closed the trade on break even, and then luckily I closed the trade. Well, luckily for all these reasons. So logically, I closed the trade and it went down, and here we had the breakup structure to the upside. Driven liquidity on M5 here, and then we took this driven liquidity and it went up. So this was a really good trade that I saw in that moment. Okay, but with the news and everything, I couldn't enter. So yeah, the trade would have been something like this, which is not profit, like it's not worth it. So maybe I could have waited for um, this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to trade Nasdaq because it looks difficult. It has strong moves and well, and then it went up, and yeah, the rest is history. So yeah, nothing more to say right now. Yeah, this is a breakup structure, and then we had here, which we had nothing to the left, so we could expect a continuation here. How many video? One, and maybe I would have had a stop loss here, and this would have been the correct trade, probably. But as you can see, it's not really worth it. So 1 to 4. Yeah, that's it. So this is it for today, and well, and see you tomorrow.